The room is crowded, but the mind drifts elsewhere. People talk. Voices tumble over each other, every sentence splitting and joining into noise. Yet the real conversation, the one that will shape your next hour, your next year, your entire life, that dialogue is happening quietly in your own head. The things you think about determine the quality of your mind. Your soul takes on the color of your thoughts. It starts subtle, an anxious spiral about work, another person's passing comment, a silent parade of old regrets. You don't notice the shift at first. Then the world outside begins to match your mood inside. Irritation stirs. Everything feels dull or dangerous or undiscovered. The Stoics knew this pattern by heart. To them, the mind is not a passive screen. It's a painter, brushing color across the soul. Look around your daily life, scrolling through arguments on your phone, replaying what you'll say next in a meeting, practicing little unseen performances in your mind. Every thought is a drip of pigment, layering one over the next. An hour after you start, you realize the color: anxious gray, defensive red, or rarer, something clear and honest. Most people try to change the outside world by talking over it, stamping a louder voice onto the noise. But what if the true discipline is the violence you withhold from your own attention? What if mastering your reactions means practicing restraint at the root, inside the mind, not just the mouth? Look inward. Don't let the special quality or value of anything escape you. Pause here. Marcus Aurelius, an emperor surrounded by ceaseless information, envoys, soldiers, accusations, plans. His greatest advice? Don't rush outward. Attend instead to the world passing through you. The special quality, the value of this moment vanishes when we treat life as something to be managed or out-argued. Listening becomes an act of seeing, not just hearing. In a room full of raised voices, real authority belongs to the person who waits, observes, and then asks a question that cuts through fog. Try this. Next time someone else is speaking, truly listen without building your answer in advance. What is their hope behind the words? What wound are they protecting? Your silence is a lens that brings their meaning into focus. This is not passive. It's the discipline of discovering what's real beneath the static. The properties of a rational soul: it sees itself, it shapes itself, it makes itself whatever it chooses to be, it reaps its own harvest. In a world that rewards fast takes and quick opinions, the Stoics urge something harder. Self-reflection isn't self-indulgence, it's a weapon, a shield, a sculptor's chisel. How often do we let the world or our temper pour us into a new shape without notice? Stopping to see ourselves takes courage. Imagine the kind of person you most respect. They don't chase every argument. They don't prove themselves with noise. They build themselves slow, quiet, deliberate. The harvest they reap is not applause, but mastery over themselves. That is the gentle power of speaking less. Practical too. Try, just for one day, noticing your own tone before words leave your mouth. Notice the impulse, then pause. See it clearly. Shape it if you choose. Let the words ripen before they fall. Of all the faculties, you will find not one which is capable of contemplating itself, and therefore not one which is capable either of approving or disapproving. How far does the grammar faculty possess the power of contemplating? Only so far as to judge about language. But how far does the faculty of reason possess this power? It contemplates both itself and everything else. Epictetus, who began life enslaved, understood how much of living is reaction. But reason, the Stoics say, is unique. It's the only power you hold that can judge itself, question its own motives, see its own thinking. Consider your next argument, big or small. Rather than composing a crushing reply, imagine turning the lens back. Why am I reacting this way? Where is this emotion rooted? Most faculties just do their job. Eyes see, ears hear, tongues talk. Reason alone steps outside itself and says, is this the truth or just a reflex? That's the birthplace of wisdom. It's also the start of peace. The less you need to prove yourself, the less you say. The more you listen, the more you see. Do you ask, what is the foundation of a sound mind? It is not to find pleasure in useless things. The foundation is to have a clear, unclouded view of the truth, to value nothing as your own possession which can be taken from you, to count as pleasurable those things only which truly are pleasurable, to seek no greater blessings than those which you can win for yourself. Seneca wrote these lines as empire crumbled around him, friends falling from favor, fortunes lost overnight. He saw with merciless clarity that what we chase most urgently tends to own us. Most of our speech, if we listen honestly, exists to defend these fragile territories: approval, status, being right. In everyday life, it sounds like this. A coworker criticizes and we snap back because their judgment threatens our sense of worth. A friend gets attention online and we rush in with our own story because silence feels like erasure. But if nothing outside you is truly yours, if it could all disappear, then words meant only to protect those things are wasted breath. Take inventory, just for yourself. What do you defend with constant noise? What could you let go and find a mind more sound for the silence? None of these things are ours. They have flowed to us through others, have merely passed through us. So let us say goodbye to those things which belong to others, and let us steer our minds to the finding of truth. This is the unglamorous center of the Stoic art of listening. Most of what we claim, possessions, reputations, even opinions, are on loan from chance and history. Every story you tell about yourself echoes voices you heard first in someone else's mouth. Freedom begins when you loosen your grip. Release the need to win small contests of opinion. Say farewell to words that only echo other people's fears. Shift your attention to truth, not what's fashionable, not what will win the room. The quieter you become, the closer you move to it. It's not a one-time act. It's a steering of the mind again and again back toward what is really yours to control. Do not waste what remains of your life in speculating about your neighbors, unless with a view to some mutual benefit. To wonder what so-and-so is doing and why, or what he is saying or thinking or scheming. In a word, anything that distracts you from fidelity to the ruler within you. Marcus Aurelius, again, this time reflecting not from a palace, but from a place of exhaustion. His empire spanned continents, every decision a torrent of opinions and rumors. But for him, the ultimate drain wasn't political, it was internal, the habit of talking about others, investing in their drama, monitoring their business. All noise. Today, it looks like gossip threads, doom scrolling, endless speculation about other people's motives. We burn energy imagining the inner world of strangers, energy that could be spent in tending our own, quietly and with determination. Think of all the words you could have withheld, all the time spent talking about what so-and-so must have meant. Each hour spent in other people's business is an hour forgotten by your own inner ruler. The discipline of listening, the art of speaking less. It's not timidity, it is the defense of your inner treasury, the last territory you truly own. The Stoic path begins in restraint but arrives quietly in self-command. Words withheld become clarity found. Listening, slow, reflective, honest, becomes the only voice worth raising. Most people will miss it, searching for truth in arguments, applause, a louder tone. But every person who slows down, who looks inward, who masters the art of speaking less and listening more, they reap their own harvest. It is a rare thing, quiet, persistent. When the noise rises again, you decide what colors to let in. If something in these old words found a place in you, let it work in silence. And if you want more stories like this, you know where to find them.